Welcome to the Cult of Comics, everybody. As you can see, participants are now mandatorily required to learn juggling in order to be a participant in the cult.
I've been told I need to be more animated.
So he just starts
Apparently,
juggling.
look uninterested and bored when I'm on the show.
And I keep explaining, you're British, of course.
Don't explain to me, explain to the people at home.
Everybody, I promise you, he is actually really enthused about this. He's just really fucking English. I don't know what else you want me to say.
We're not allowed to have fun over here.
It's not, you're... There's a joke in there somewhere about how British people have dry humor and something about dry toast and beans on toast, but I can't figure it out at this moment. Welcome to the Cult of Comics. For those of you who are new, this is a comic book podcast. We talk about comic books that we are reading, comic books related media, and this is a very special episode that we're doing on the latest episode of WandaVision. All hail.
I just interrupt. Who
Yes.
the fuck is eating dry toast? If you eat dry toast, you deserve life in prison.
You don't know about this whole thing about dry toast?
No.
There's a whole joke. Maybe this is just something that I'm privy to, but there's a joke that I've known from people talking about how people in England only eat dry toast.
I put butter on my toast.
You're not really English, are you?
It's lovely and moist.
Okay. Real quick, do you guys put avocado on your toast?
Do we put what, sorry?
Avocado on your toast?
I don't, but people do.
I've been doing it lately, and I'm a slut for it now.
I'm not an avocado guy.
I might put guacamole sounds like it might be good, but I'm not gonna cut up an avocado just to put it on my toast.
It's not bad, honestly. I mean, it's not bad. I've really enjoyed it. My girlfriend's a big addict to it now, so no, I'm doing it every morning. Unfortunately, now I'm just a stereotypical millennial.
If you weren't already before.
I know, right? God, look at me. Fuck.
You got your checklist. All right, I got my avocado toast. Dad beat me as a kid.
No, he left me. There's a difference. The cigarette burns were not that wasn't a beating. That's different. Come on.
All right. That's
So-
on a lighter note. WandaVision.
WandaVision. I promise we're going to talk about
Halloween
this
episode.
actually. A Halloween episode. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Okay, so right off the bat, I got to ask, did anybody expect this to be a Malcolm in the Middle episode?
No. They skipped right past Full House. Nothing from the 90s.
I have money that says that Elizabeth Olsen was like, absolutely not. We're not doing that.
Is
talk
this too on the money? Too expected?
Does she even talk to her sisters?
Probably.
They're out of the limelight. Once they turned 18, they were like, "Bah, bitch, I'm out."
Well, they've made so much more from their fashion lines and whatnot.
Well, I mean,
They're set
look,
for
Hollywood
life.
is fucking evil, so I don't blame them for wanting to be out of the limelight at all.
There's pictures of them together like the last couple of years. So yeah, they speak, I guess.
Honestly, they deserve all the privacy in the world. I mean, if I was a child actor who was that successful, God, I would just want to be left the fuck alone. Good for them.
Like Macaulay Culkin is one that comes to my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
He disappeared from the limelight for a long time.
he's 40 years old now.
He doesn't look
You know
it.
who else is
He
40
looks
years
younger
old?
than me.
Elijah
Who?
Woods is 40 years old now.
That's different. Elijah Wood is permanently 20, and I don't understand why.
He goes to those bars and drinks Blood Boys with Paul Rudd.
God damn it with this Blood Boys shit again. I swear to fucking God. I have this weird thing in my mind where you have like nightmares or dreams about the Queen just dissecting boys and then just shoving the blood in her mouth.
No. You just drain their blood.
What the hell? You know what?
You
No,
don't
we're
want-
not getting
you-
into this.
you don't want
No.
to-
If
You know,
the Queen,
The goal isn't
Or
to
we talk-
kill the boy.
We can't have one episode where we don't talk about... All we do is talk about Blood Boys with you guys. I swear to God.
if the Queen
And
wants to have a
if
little
you're still
boy
watching,
and
we are going to
dissect
talk
him and
about
drink his blood,
WandaVision.
that is her right as the Queen of our country.
It's in the Constitution. The Magna Carta.
You know how with Scientology, like John Travolta is apparently allowed to kill people, and like Scientology will like clear up the body.
What?
Yeah, his level of Scientology, if he wants
I
to
think
kill
you
a member,
like misunderstood slay ass.
it's reported that because he's like so high in
Slay
Scientology, if he wants to
I don't
kill
know,
a
that's the
member,
first thing
the other
I can
members will
figure
like
out.
come and get rid of the body for him.
We have to cut
And it's
this.
just the same for Queen and her blood boys. Like, as soon as one dies, like the general public dispose of a body to her.
You're so ridiculous.
There's just a laundry chute
It's
in
true.
the back of the room.
Okay, well then they're a more successful cult than we are. Maybe we need to get some followers who are willing to dig up bodies for us or something. So
We're a fledgling cult. We're getting there.
we're young. We got to get some followers. Once they join the actual practice, we'll light the candles. We'll sacrifice some blood boys. We'll get the day started.
Hey, Valentine's Day is coming up.
So you guys said this was a Malcolm Middle episode,
Yeah, obviously.
The opening
but
credits.
Malcolm in the
No, the whole episode.
Yeah. Okay.
But that is from
Especially
2000s,
the
not
opening
90s.
credits.
I know, but it is
Close enough.
They went to the 80s, 90s, I think, with the Roseanne kind of feel, and then they were just like, let's just go to
We're
the
jumping up
2000s.
just a little bit.
I don't really get it. It was a weird choice to skip over the 90s.
Probably intentional.
Well, okay, so it kind of makes sense because of the kids in a way. I didn't mind it. I guess I just didn't anticipate it jumping so hard. I thought that Malcolm in the Middle was made in the 1999 or something like that.
First
Nah,
episode came
premiered in
out
2000.
January 2000.
Man, that's weird that they just skipped over an
missed it.
entire generation.
All
right.
What was last episode?
The 80s.
Well,
It was go ahead.
It was Roseanne and some other one. The one with
Growing Pains or something.
The intro of the last episode was a reference to Full House.
Really?
Maybe the picnic in the park might have been kind of like them.
That's what it says in
and-
the opening theme when the family is running towards the camera, and at the end they're having lunch in the park.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Full House.
kind of similar, but
Listen, Josh knows Full House, okay? Josh has been talking
yeah,
about
I
Full
eat,
House since
live,
episode
and
1.
breathe, you know,
Bob Saget, every day.
yeah.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Bob Saget. My dog is freaking out about it.
I've never seen any of the shows this show references.
Well, that's because you're a foreigner. That's okay. It makes sense.
I'm busy watching good comedy.
Fair.
Hey, Malcolm in the Middle is good stuff.
Malcolm in the Middle is actually a pretty damn good
Malcolm in
show.
the Middle is one I've watched. I haven't watched all of it, but I have seen a couple of episodes here and there.
It was just an interesting choice to do this because it focused on the kids just a little bit more, and
Yeah.
it had. I really like what they did with Pietro in this. Okay, so let's first things first. Yeah, we'll get to that. So let's break it down bit by bit. So right at the beginning, what do we get? We get the kids, and one of them is dressed like Wiccan. So he must be
He's Wiccan.
Wiccan?
Yeah, it was Billy and Tommy, Wiccan and Speed.
Well, it's interesting because I just didn't really anticipate that this is a... Okay, you've read House of M, right?
Yes.
Okay, have you read House of M, Josh?
No, I'm still getting to it.
Do you mind if I spoil something? It's kind of a
Go
big
for
deal.
it. I guess
Don't
he is
get
like
into
Wiccan.
big spoilers.
Not too big. Look, I'm just gonna say something. If you want to tune out, like this is gonna be kind of a big spoiler, okay? It's your
Put your
choice. I'm not
fingers in
gonna
your
pressure you.
ears and go
Go
la
for
la
it.
la la la.
La 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 la.
The kids in House of M and Disassembled aren't real. Wanda Maximoff lost her children. They died.
Yeah.
So she made kids from reality and warped it, and she went insane. Thus Disassembled. Thus House of M. That's what happened. That's the entire basis of the storyline. That's what this is.
Yeah.
This whole thing that everyone's talking about online with the pouring of the wine referencing House of M. That's why it's interesting that she made this reality and she got herself pregnant and is making these kids come to life, and somehow they have their own consciousness and are growing at an exponential rate that's unprecedented.
Well, they stopped.
Well, they made the decision to, but
They've
this
been
is
alive for 2 decades.
A day.
this is the thing that I'm confused about is because
2
those
decades,
kids
a day.
those
Well, I mean,
kids
potato,
aren't
potato.
real.
Yeah, this
Those
is all
kids are
happening,
not
like,
supposed-
right after Wanda has gone back in. Like as soon as she goes back in and Pietro shows up, this is, a couple episodes later, but it's still the same day, real time.
Yeah.
What is the story of Wiccan and Speed then?
Well, no, they are characters. They're real, obviously. We know that, but
Like,
I mean,
how do they come back after they die?
no, that they were. Yeah, no, this is
kids.
Yeah, they are completely separate. That's the thing I'm confused about, is because
that's probably just like, hey, we're just gonna dress them up, a little inside joke sort of thing.
But by the end of the episode, spoilers, they actually do manifest powers. Tommy is quick; he's got the speed power, and Wiccan is able to hear his dad suffering out in the. Really? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he's basically got like Wanda's powers, and Tommy has Pietro's powers.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine because that's comic book accurate to an extent, but it doesn't make any sense that if these kids really are just a thing that she made, what the fuck? Then how is it that, like, is this just the
real for now?
If she, like, assuming Pietro is not Pietro, she has been able to give him powers inside the town.
Yeah.
So she can clearly give powers to some extent if this isn't Pietro, which it isn't. It is not Pietro.
So she's allowed Vision to manifest his powers even though he's dead.
Okay, you know what? Let's get into that. Let's jump right into the Pietro part. So, really quick, I just got to say, I really like the way that Pietro is played in this episode immensely. This is my favorite of really him so far. This has been the best it's been.
It's definitely not him, though.
It's some sort of like amalgamation, like a halfsy sort of thing.
Guys, have you not been online the last couple of weeks?
No, I avoid online. Why would I do that? Reddit is poison.
He's Mephisto, obviously.
I swear to fucking God.
Look at Wanda's comic accurate helmet. It's an M. Her dad is Magneto. M. Therefore, Quicksilver is Mephisto.
I gotta get this out of the way right away, because like every single person who speculates that Mephisto is somehow involved, this isn't even the first time that it was either something in the MCU or something of the sort where they were like, "Oh, it's Mephisto." I mean, how many times have they done this now?
Every time.
Mephisto.
Every time there's some slightly mysterious character, it's Mephisto. God damn it.
Is that too deep of a South Park reference?
What was the reference? I didn't hear. Sorry.
Mephisto.
Oh, that's old South Park. Good callback.
I don't get that.
Mephisto is a character from the show.
He's a mad scientist.
Yeah.
Oh, that old doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a.
What's his name? Mephisto.
I think so.
Remember, because you know what? We're not going to derail onto South Park here really quick.
Mephisto. Dr. Alphonse Mephisto. Okay, yeah. I know you.
So, I can see why you think that. I think that...
Just for the audience at home, I'd like to specify that I do not really believe he is Mephisto. That is a popular theory going around on every fucking social media right now.
Mephisto
literally everybody is.
Was the friends we made along the way.
Nice.
Yeah, these fucking theories have been like fucking direct Hayward.
I'm so tired of it.
Quicksilver's Mephisto, Agnes is Mephisto, Norm is Mephisto, the neighbor, is it Herb. He's Mephisto, obviously.
I will say this. Mephisto is a great choice for a villain in the second Doctor Strange movie. I would totally support that. That would be a fantastic choice. I don't think it's going to happen because they already set up in the first film that what's his name? Thank you. Is going to be coming back and that he's going to challenge
character.
Yeah. So I just don't see it being a possibility right now, especially because they just don't seem to be interested. Yeah.
Pietro.
So here's my thought.
I'm still convinced he is the person in witness protection that Jimmy Woo mentioned in episode 4.
Well, the witness protection man is dead if it's him.
Let me posit a theory here. if this leads into the multiverse of madness, then it is within the realm of possibility that Wanda Maximoff is not only altering reality around in this dome, which she expands upon, showing the immensity of her power. It's also possible that she is reaching into other realities to find Vision, to find Pietro, and then pluck them out of those realities and then place them into this one. Think about it for a second. It's not just that she brought back Vision from the dead. It's that, or that she just made him. It's also a possibility that she was able to rip him out from one other timeline or reality or what have you, place it into now the way that she did with Pietro. Here's what I think. This is leading into the next Doctor Strange film. So I think that what's happening is she's fucking up reality and creating cracks everywhere. She's making splits in all of these different forms. That's why Doctor Strange comes into play, is because he has to fucking fix everything because it's all going a wonky. That's what's happening. That's my theory. Boom.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. Now, here's the other thing that I want to bring up. Darcy's going to be in the dome, and I'm so fucking curious what's going to happen.
I was excited for her. I want to see her on like one of like the past times, but like it's going to be like a 2000s Modern Family episode.
Yeah.
It will still be funny, but like
up...
I would have liked to see her like really hamming it up in like the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna end up looking like Esmeralda from Hunchback Notre Dame, or I don't know. Fortune teller.
I would like to point out as well, going back to my theory, Jimmy Woo mentioned that the witness protection was a male, so we know it's definitely not Agnes or Dottie, as some people have been theorizing. She's also potentially Mephisto.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's all Mephisto. Yeah. It's everybody.
Yeah, I don't think Agnes is anything more than just, somebody from the town now. After this episode,
still think she's Agatha Harkness. Like,
I don't deny that. Actually,
she might become a bad guy later on, but I think she's going to have started out.
And she was doing that evil cackling laugh.
That really was selling it.
Just a normal
and the name a normal Agnes
person before this.
The name Agnes is Agatha Harkness.
Yes, I get it. We can think with our brains too, Sean. I get it.
No, you're not getting it. Agatha.
No, I disagreed. Fuck you, I swear to God. Look, I actually disagreed with this initially at first, but honestly, at this point, I'm totally for this. I actually totally believe that. How many episodes are left at this point?
Fuck
you, I swear to God.
6. There's 3 left.
Okay, so they have already promised us that by the end of this, there's going to be a big Mark Hamill reveal, and
I've got a theory as well. My original theory about this was it was Magneto, but what if it's Reed Richards as the aerospace engineer that Monica?
I've seen people throw that out there too.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying that Wonder Man's going to be in here somewhere.
Yeah. I'm still thinking Wonder Man is Evan Peters.
I have a problem with this, and here's my thought. Because when they say Mark Hamill reveal, what I picture is an actor who has played a character that is so famous, so well known, that when they make that appearance, it's a big deal. If you just cast somebody for a new character, that's not a reveal.
I agree.
I got it.
Old cap.
David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
Oh my God, I would die. That would be so fucking awesome. I don't give a shit how bad that movie was. Man, that would be so
There is one
cool.
thing I want to mention in this episode that brings mutants into the main universe. Wanda mentions an orphanage to Pietro. It was like when we were kids and we were about orphanage. What was the name of the kid who stole your shoes? And he's like, oh, you mean that weird kid with the skin condition?
She said the weird kid with the skin
condition. Oh, one of them said weird kid. Yeah.
But he said in response, "You're testing me."
Yeah, because he's like somewhat aware of what's going on. But who do you?
Oh no, he's very aware. He even straight up said, "He's like, how did you do all this? You hit all the kids. Now you brought them all back."
At certain points, he demonstrates an awareness.
Yeah,
But this orphanage with a kid with a skin condition sounds like Toad,
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, Colossus. There's a lot of weird skin mutants.
She didn't
It
say
seems like too
the
much.
hairy dude.
Oh, by the way, for those of you who missed it, she said kick-ass.
Yes, I
Yeah,
heard that.
they said kick-ass several times, and then they took him away. I was going to get into some of the Easter eggs.
I loved that Easter egg. That was
Lincoln,
fantastic.
you
For
missed
those
that kind of stuff.
For those of you who don't know, both of the main characters from Kick-Ass have played Pietro Maximoff, and they were in. Yeah, it's a fantastic
Kick-Ass.
choice for an Easter egg. Yes.
Aaron
You know
Taylor
who- you know who
Johnson was
they're gonna-
kick-ass.
You know who they're going to cast as Kick-Ass in or you know who they're going to cast as Quicksilver when they bring in the multiverse? Like the other friend from Kick-Ass.
That would be so fucked up.
What's his name? Dwayne or something?
I don't know.
Dwayne
He
The
was
Rock
in
Johnson.
I think in Kick-Ass, his superhero name was Ass Kick.
Yeah, it was.
What, from Nicolas Cage's? Like, yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see what else was
There
there.
was-
So when Vision finds Agnes in her car, did you guys see the license plate?
no.
Mm-mm.
It was very simple. It was just 0A, 1B, 2C, like just the simplest license plate.
01A 2B?
No, 0A, 1B, 2C. So 0, 1, 2, A, B, C.
So no thought put into it whatsoever.
Yeah. Once you reach, I mean, he's reaching the edge of.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
And things
absolutely.
Are just less. It's kind of like what you see through your eyes, the iris. Everything off over here is actually like kind of black and white that you're not focused on. All the color receptors are right where you're focused.
That is a really good analogy for that. I really like that. I applaud you for that.
Yeah. So everything around them, the closer you are to Scarlet Witch, more focus is being put around them.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense that that's what she's doing, because if she's putting that much energy and thought into everything going on immediately around her, of course there's going to be some characters who are just stuck on a loop, altering the
Oh my god.
hemline and whatever.
Yeah, someone on Reddit said she froze hundreds of people to reduce load times.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
That was
did you
dark,
see
though, just all the people frozen. Like,
Yeah,
That was
well,
really
the
fucked
lady that was, hanging the decorations, you could see a tear going down her eye. Like, she's got just a little bit of control. She's fighting for that control.
you can tell that shoulder is burning at this point.
Yeah, I think that's what the commercial for this episode was about. Was all the people that are kind of stuck, not able to do anything.
This was the weirdest commercial, because the past few have been pretty clear what it was referencing, and this one, a lot of people on Reddit are theorizing about what it is.
Survivors.
Yeah, but what is it?
She came back from the snapping.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it was more about the people that are kind of locked in, stuck, and they're basically just stood there starving. They've been there for a couple of days. It hasn't been that long. Like, you can still kind of survive that. Kind of. I mean, you're maybe conserving energy by not moving. But, like, these people are not able to go out and, run the routes they're supposed to. They're not able to eat. They're basically stuck there dying. That's her next big kind of sin or memory.
Fuck. I have bad news. I just realized something.
What? You realize you're wrong about the theory. $5 bet.
No, it's not that. It's there's another reason why people are going to say shit about Mephisto, because of the kids. Because they were created using parts of Mephisto's soul.
Yeah.
In the comic.
God damn it. Yeah. Fuck, I just remembered that.
Did you guys notice
Speculators.
what movie was playing at the theatre?
Movies.
Yeah, well, there's one big one, but
The Incredibles and
Yeah.
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap.
The Incredibles, which is a famous parody of Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
That's just all bottom.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't think was either of them out in
2000
2000, or they're not out at the same time, because Parent Trap was like
There's two things here.
96.
Yeah, they're both Disney films, so they can do that.
Incredibles was 2004.
Yeah. With Lindsay Lohan, 98.
I understand that there's a lot. I don't know. No, they definitely no. Mm-mm.
Oh god, there was another thing I wanted to point out, but I can't find it now. I don't remember what it was.
Did you think it was weird that when she had that moment where she looked at Pietro and he looked dead? That
was all of like the original Pietro's wounds.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm confused about, is because like if she's just merging characters in reality, that's fine, but what?
I think this is all in her head, because when Vision left the Hex,
he was basically just falling apart.
Yeah, he wasn't
But-
reversing back to dead Vision. He was literally just breaking apart.
But he's literally the character from the X-Men Days of Future Past character. That's like he's down to like the leather jacket when he first showed up.
Mm.
Like it's the same performance.
Oh, he doesn't have like the, Jersey accent or whatnot.
I mean, at first he does.
Yeah, he
Days
did
of
in the
Future
last
Past?
episode.
No. At the beginning of this
He has an
episode,
accent.
and the accent. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not concerned about that. I'm just saying, like, I guess maybe that's just part of his, like, we're in Westview, New Jersey. You need to have a Jersey accent, even though nobody else has had one up till this point.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But in X-Men, he obviously didn't have a twin sister.
That we know of.
No, but no. Hang on.
Separated at birth, like Luke and
No. They did specify. Well, they were separated at birth, but that's besides the point. They in the X-Men movies, he did have a sister. She was there in the movies. Yeah, a little sister,
She
not a
was
twin.
Twin sister who went to an orphanage with him, that he remembers.
All right. When they were doing their the callback to them, going trick or treating as kids, does it look like Pietro's dressed as Nick Fury? He's got the black coat and the eye patch. That's at 3 minutes 50 seconds.
I mean, I can.
Yeah,
No,
kind of.
I can see why you'd think that, but I think that they've already established that he's a real person, right?
Yeah, but he's just like in costume as Nick Fury for Halloween. I think that might have been like an Easter egg. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Did you notice how Herb also is conscious of Wanda?
Yeah,
like he said,
bit,
"Do you want to change anything?"
Yeah, I saw that. Like he and Agnes are all kind of, aware. We saw that in like, what was that, episode 3? Yeah, episode 3.
I'm really happy that they turned those agents into clowns just as like a side thing. I thought that was just. I was thinking as the thing was coming out, I was like, please turn them into clowns, and it happened. I'm like, yes. I don't know, man. This is a really interesting episode. It shows her power. It shows the distance between Vision and Wanda right now. It's establishing the development of Photon and how she's going to get her powers because she's been changed. It's setting up that Wanda, even though she cares about these people, is willing to harm them in order to manipulate things, as she did when she fucking struck Pietro, which, by the way, when he said that was fucked up. Yeah.
So, I've seen a theory on Reddit that Pietro is Hayward's inside man, which is why he was asking so many questions to Wanda.
Maybe.
Because someone said it seemed like a police interrogation.
I can see why people would think that, but I think...
Nah.
It seems a little far-fetched. And the only reason I say that is just because, like, I know that real police interrogations are... Well, especially CIA interrogations, they have a tendency to want to establish a connection with people when they ask those kinds of questions because it makes them more vulnerable, makes them open up more. But I mean, this just felt like it was supposed to be family members talking to each other, and I think that's why he was trying to. I think he's just as confused. I think he's like, why am I here?
But I don't see it as a interrogation.
Another thing that points that this isn't the Days of Future Past version. He remembers Ultron and getting killed, and he was like, and then I woke up here.
Yeah.
Which
getting shot in the street like a chump.
Yeah.
But even she is like, why do you look this way? And like, this is what I'm saying.
Because he's not Pietro.
He's a mixer, like an amalgamation of
He
both.
is Mephisto.
God damn you to fucking hell.
Right.
Mephisto! So I didn't really think that there was that much else going on right there. I know that on one article they had shown that the actor who plays Pietro has mom tattooed on his arm, and they're like, and that's because he actually has that tattoo. And it's like, that. Wow, what an Easter egg.
Yeah, I did see that and think, what, like, is that his real one or what?
I didn't even notice it, honestly.
I
really...
Yeah, beginning.
The interaction with Agnes and Vision was interesting.
Yeah, she actually states that, Wanda is doing this. It's not... She doesn't say Mephisto or something, like... Or, like, say she is doing this or whatever. She does say Wanda's doing this.
Mm-hmm. Thought. What if she didn't bring Pietro back?
Follow that thought.
What if it was Mephisto? Yeah.
I know. Well, what if the reveal is going to explain that, like, because of the interaction between Vision and Wanda, that they needed a distraction? Because remember how she had said that Daddy needs a distraction, so he went to work, and it was Saturday?
Yeah, you think she might have done it, like, subconsciously?
Well, I mean, it's a possibility, because it would make sense.
She did say last episode that this wasn't her that brought him.
Yeah, and also, she doesn't even... I don't think she even understands how she, like, got the kids together, unless that was just, like, unintentional.
Yeah.
Let's speculate here really quick. Let's think about this. When it comes to reality warping, manifesting
Mephisto.
things, or illusions, no. No. What's another character or creature that could do that?
Repeat your
Dormammu?
question because I interrupted.
Mysterio.
This is before Far From Home, though, and
Yeah.
his powers weren't this big there.
Yeah, I mean, there was 500 drones that were left on standby that were not utilized by the end of the movie. So that's something that people have been talking about as well, but I don't see that being the case here because her powers are enough of an influence that it's working.
But this is 6 months before Far From Home, so those 500 drones are irrelevant.
Plus more.
Yeah.
So what else? Who else could be doing something as manipulative as this? What's the name of that?
Ooh, the what are the training rooms that the X-Men use?
Danger Room.
Oh,
The Danger Room, whatever that technology is.
Danger Zone. That would be interesting. What was the name of the creature? She's like a robot that's made from the Danger Room, isn't she?
Oh, Cerebro?
No, the actual like character, the woman.
Oh.
The android woman.
Don't know.
She has a name.
I'm googling
Martha.
Danger Room woman. What was it? Sorry.
Her name is Martha.
Martha. Why did you say that name?
Enchantress, help me out here. What's she?
That's Norse mythology. She's a Thor villain, isn't she?
Isn't Enchantress DC? Or is there another Enchantress?
No, she's Marvel.
They both have one. Enchantress was Cara Delevingne in the movie.
Oh, a different Enchantress from that. No, this is like green Scarlet Witch.
Okay. So we've got red Scarlet Witch and green Scarlet Witch.
Well, who else can manipulate?
She's more of a god. She's a Norse god.
Ah, okay.
So.
And Wanda isn't a god with this power level?
She's
At this
at
point,
god
she's
level, but
basically
she's
an
like
Omega.
she's a
Omega level mutant.
no, I wanted to say, where are they from? Asgard. She's Asgardian is what I meant to say.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Dormammu has the ability to manipulate reality
It would
like
lead
this.
into Doctor Strange.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else can do something like this? It's such a challenge because I mean I'm trying to avoid illusion characters because that seems cheap.
We need,
These
like,
characters can
God-level
interact.
characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm not a big Marvel guy, so I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe they
Something to do with a
They
reality stone?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe one of the Infinity Stones is just held on
Because-
to for like a couple days later. Who knows if they've
Vision-
already done the funeral for Tony Stark yet?
Franklin Richards.
I think they would have done
Oh.
the funeral at this point. We've got Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3.
Yep.
He's Franklin Richards, isn't he?
No.
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 He's just from the future.
Well, no. There's a connection there because King the Conqueror, in a timeline, in a universe, is the son of Reed Richards, but
Okay,
it's
so
not
he's
the 616.
Okay,
I always
so
get
he's the
Kang
son
and
from the
Krang
Darkest
mixed
Timeline.
up.
Yeah. But the 616 child is Franklin Richards, who develops world-building powers, basically.
Yeah.
Vision still had the Mind Stone when he left the Hex.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Well,
he was
he's
falling
fallen
apart.
The whole
He was,
illusion is just.
But yeah,
Do you guys know what cataract is?
that is the
Mm-mm.
procedure that Hayward had about the Hex or about Vision or something. It was one of his files.
Yeah. But is that something else in Marvel?
I don't think so. I feel like this would make sense to have it be Dormammu just because of the tie. I mean, I get why people are bringing up the whole Mephisto thing because I still think that he would be a character to tie into that, but I just don't. Damn it.
God damn it.
And I don't think it. What's the name of the guy from Secret Wars? Help me out here. Come on, help me out here.
What the
The guy. No, the guy from Secret Wars. The villain in the comic book Secret Wars.
Harry
Creates his-
Osborn.
No, the Secret Wars comic book with the
Jonathan
introductions.
Hickman.
God fucking damn it, you guys. The old one, the 80s, the introduction of the black suit Spider-Man, the symbiote
Oh, the
suit.
old one.
The old one, the introduction that
I
had
was looking at the new
Photon.
Beyonder.
Beyonder.
Yeah.
What do you think? Beyonder?
I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me?
You're so helpful for this. Thank you so much.
I've never read Secret Wars. I've never heard of Beyonder until about 4 seconds ago.
Well, you're just a bad comic book reader.
Let's see. What
I
else
am.
was there?
I can't read.
So I'm not sure how to interpret this part. So Darcy finds out about the file cataract and goes to email Jimmy Woo, and I'm not sure if it's like when she's typing out his email, it like brings up other emails, and I'm not sure if the suggested emails are other people that she knows, if those are the Easter egg, or if the plot point is that he doesn't exist in the FBI, suggested emails. She's typing his name out, J James Woo. This is at about 24:55.
No, I remember that point.
24.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
Does the Phoenix have powers that are strong enough to reality warp?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Omega level mutants can do whatever they want.
Wait. Thought. Whoa, big thought. What if the Phoenix is manipulating Wanda? Psychic powers? Manipulating a reality
They-
warper?
Did have to change plot lines in Dark Phoenix because of MCU stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had to. That's why like it was so shit because they had to change a lot of the story.
Because the plot was going to be a lot like another film that they were releasing.
Nope. It's definitely Emma Frost. She's behind all of this.
Just looking at the names on the list, we have James Alexander, which makes me think of Jamie Alexander, who played Sis.
Yeah.
James Gadd, James Gunn.
James X.
No. Those
James X
are
Becker.
names. Those are all the names of people who actually work on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one of the tombstones was the name of the visual producer or something like that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. I see that now. But I'm wondering, like,
Oh, yeah. No results found for James Wu.
yeah. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like, oh, you've never emailed this person before, so on your laptop we don't have that stored, or if it is like
Maybe.
there's nobody in this organization with that email.
Very interesting.
I think that if we're tying it to the X-Men, having the Phoenix, having Jean Grey be tied to it would kind of make sense, wouldn't it?
It's quite possible.
Maybe,
Dormammu.
but I would need to see something to verify that. At this point, I think we're just kind of, guessing.
I don't blame people for thinking that it's like the
Phoenix
it's
Force
Mephisto.
has ability to manipulate energy and matter. Powerful psionic abilities, telepathy, telekinesis. Are they doing Phoenix but with Wanda instead? It's possible.
I don't know.
I
will say this. I'm leaning less towards that now, but I do want them to introduce that actual character.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot to unbuckle here.
You mentioned Wiccan earlier. Does he have telekinetic powers?
No, he's got magic powers as far as I can recall, but I don't. It's tied to him being a mutant, and also tied to him getting it from his mother, and also from Mephisto.
Because when Vision is, trying to escape, and is it Billy, senses something is wrong with him, he basically like puts his hand out and stops Tommy from running. Just basically brings him to a standstill using his powers, like the Scarlet Witch might.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I really recognized one of the kids from something. I don't know what it was.
This breakdown has been an interesting one because I feel like I've picked up on a lot more stuff than I thought I was going to from this discussion, but I'm still. I mean, this is how you know it's a good show, is because you don't know.
The boy who played Wiccan was the young kid in Haunting of Hill House.
Oh man, that was a really good show.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
I know I recognized him from somewhere.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss?
I've been thinking about this. I don't really have any a lot of stuff right now, but I've been looking at these kids and I'm like, if they age these kids up, to be teenagers or adults, the kind of actors they could bring in to play these guys.
I wouldn't be opposed to that, just because that would kind of fit into what happens with the comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can look up this one actor real quick.
Yeah. I am going to recommend to people that they read comics that are tied to the Agatha Harkness theory, specifically with a relationship to Scarlet Witch. That's going to be some Avengers stuff, some stuff from the... What's up?
I was going to say we're going to do an episode on Avengers Disassembled and House of M.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And breaking that down is going to be an
TBD.
interesting... Going into that thought, do you think it's a possibility that this is all going to lead up to a world of mutants that's going to have them like get removed? Like where everybody's a mutant and then suddenly they have to be like, nope, got to pull that away, got to fix reality?
I think so. I mean, we had that hint with Monica Rambeau, her body having all sorts of energy in it when they did the blood work. I think anybody that's going to get... It's not going to be everybody in the world, but everybody that's touched by the barrier, and anybody pulled inside of the hex is maybe going to become a mutant.
I don't know about that because Photon's power, I think, is developing from there. I think that's where that's going to tie into, and I think she's going to go on to Captain Marvel 2, and then she's going to fly around with Captain Marvel and kick some fucking ass. But I don't know. I wonder if she's going to freak out because Pietro's back, and then she's going to be like, well, there's going to be more people like us to make the world...
I still think the mutants might just be in hiding. Because
maybe
you can't just create
in
new mutants and then
hiding
have
or
that, like,
pulled
Charles,
from another universe.
Eric. You can't just create new mutants and then have that Charles and Eric conflict already there. About mutant.
I think they'll just be pulled into this universe.
I still think the orphanage and the kid with the skin condition, I think the mutants are just in hiding and haven't announced themselves to the world yet. And we might get flashbacks to Nick Fury and Wolverine in Secret Empire, or Secret, whatever it's called.
Secret War, Invasion.
Secret Invasion, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we've got some reading to do as well.
Yeah, and just
anything
one
else?
thing else I want to mention. Yeah. I've lost it. Just something Quicksilver says. He says, damn it, if Westview, New Jersey isn't as charming as hell. Therefore, he is Mephisto. Good night, everybody.
God damn you. And on that note, thank you for watching. Bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, guys. We are the Cult of Comics. I'm Tyler. This is Sean. That's Josh. You can find us on multiple social medias. Not Josh. He's a secret.
He has no online presence at all.
Except for the Reddit presence, apparently. You can find me on Twitter at TCHBrown. Sean?
You find me on Twitter at SeanWalsh747.
You can find us on YouTube if you're watching us on there. Awesome. Give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, but most importantly, give us $1. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the podcasts, Breaker, Stitcher, you name it, we got it. We're trying to be out there as much as possible right now, but the more you share us, the more you like us, the more you follow us, the more you're supporting us. We are setting up a Patreon right now, so for people who are big fans of the show, they can continue to share with us, interact with us. Feel free to hit us up on social media, ask us a question. If there's something you want to see us talk about, we're definitely here to listen. We're pretty new to this, so this is still something we're developing, but the more support you give, the more it helps. So thank you for listening.
Any feedback as well, drop it in the comments.
Yeah. Shout out to Comic Chronic for telling us that we are boring, uninteresting, and very unoriginal.
And
thank you.
I don't want to be here.
If you've stuck around this long, you should know all the interactions on YouTube count in our favor. If you dislike this video, it's good for us.
Yeah, even then, like, if you don't like us, that's okay. You don't have to like us. You're not obligated to like us, but if you do like us and give us some support, it does help us out quite a bit. So if this is something you want to see us do more of, do just that. If you hate us, tell us to go fuck ourselves in the comments. Whatever, let's do it.
It all works in our favor.
It does. It really does. So regardless, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. All hail, and have an awesome rest of your day. All hail, fuck you. God, I almost said it too, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
Young and incorrigible.
You are incorrigible.
Say it. Go on.
Go fuck yourself. Good night, folks.